Om Namo Bhagavate Virajeshwaraya. Today is the 43rd day reading, the last part of Sri Viveka Chudamani. Yesterday we left the topic in the midway, in a logical end point. We will continue from that point, Upadesa Upasamharamu, and then there are two very small topics which we will cover to close the work. जीवन्नेव सदा मुक्तः कृतार्थो ब्रह्मवित्तमः उपाधिनाशात् ब्रह्मैव सन् ब्रह्माप्येति निर्द्वयम्. जीवन्नेव, while living, sada, always, muktah, who has attained the liberation, krutartha, having completed all his work, brahmavittamaha, understood the Brahma, brahmaiva san, he has attained the Brahman nature, upadhinasat, having left the upadhi, nirdvayam brahma apyeti, attain the non-dual Brahma. Sailusho veshasadbhava bhavayoscha yatha puman tathaiva brahmavich sreshtaha sada brahmaiva naparaha. Sailusha, like an actor, vesha vad bhava bhavanayoho cha. So while he is taking up a role of a lady, even though he is not a lady, he appears like yatha puman. He is only always a man, even though he is acting like a woman. In the same way, Brahmavit Sreshtaha, one who has attained the Brahmavit Sreshtaha, Sada Brahmaiva, always he is Brahma only, Aparaha, na Aparaha. Yatra Kwapi Visirnam Parnameva Tarorvapuhu Patanat Brahmibhutasya Yetehe Pragevahi Tachidagninat Agtham. So yatra kwapi, somewhere visirnam, fallen taroho of the tree, parnamiva, the leaf of the tree, brahmibhutasya, once attained the brahmibhuta sthiti, yatehe, of the one who has put effort into it and got it, tattvapuhu, of that body, patanat, when it is falling, prageva, chidagnina dagdhanhi. So when that body falls, is it not already burnt by the Chidagni, the conscious fire, which has already burnt down all these bodies for the person who has attained the Brahma? So in the same way, don't worry about the body. Sadatmani Brahmani Trishtato Munehe Purnadvayanandarasmayatmana Sada न देशकालाच्युचित प्रतीक्षाः त्वङ्मांस विट्पिंड विसर्जनाय. So for the someone who has attained this state, there is no counting of desakalas. Like in Bhagavad Gita, it is said that there are two paths. One will Shukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha, Uttarayana, Dakshinayana, day and night distinctions. So like that, no such distinctions. One is taking to infinite path, the other one is repeated path. So no such thing exists for the someone who has attained the state of you. So Guru is telling the disciple who has attained that state already. Dehasya moksho no moksho na dandasya kamandalo avidya hrude grandhi moksho moksho yatastataha. So falling of the body is not liberation. Not even giving up the danda kamandala, means last piece of possessions. Like for a yeti, finally what is there? There is a danda and kamandala. He will hold a stick, danda, kamandala, a water picture, so you can fill the water and carry it around. So danda and kamandala, giving up all those two as well is not moksha. Avidya hridaya grandhi moksho. Avidya hridaya grandhi, the knot of the heart made up of ignorance, which is holding everything there. Grandhi moksho, removing that grandhi, removing that avidya hridaya grandhi moksho, moksho yatastatha. That is the real moksha. कुल्यायाम अथ नद्यां वा शिवक्षेत्रेऽपि चत्वरे पर्णं पतति चेत् तेन तरोः किं शुभाशुभम्. So what if the leaf falls in the water, kulya, in the small water, or in the nadi, or in the shivakshetra, or somewhere, wherever, great place or hina, useless place, wherever the leaf falls, is there anything subha or subha for the tree? There is nothing. Patrasya pushpasya फलस्य नाशवस् देहेन्द्रिय प्राणधियां विनाशः नैवात्मनः स्वस्य सदात्मकस्य नन्दाकृते वृक्षवदास्त एषः. प्रज्ञानघान इत्यात्मलक्षणं सत्यसूचकम् अनुद्योपाधिकस्यैव कथयन्ति विनाशनम्. So Prajnanaghana, having attained this Prajnanaghana Rupa Atma Satyavachakam Atmalakshanam Anudya, having Upadhikasya Vinasanam Kathayanti. So what is falling is only the Upadhi. Avinasi vare ayam atmeti srutiratmanaha prabhavityatma vinashatvam vinasyat savikarishu. Avinasi vare ayam atma. This is the Vakya of a Shruti. So Vikarishu, whatever is transforming in the Deha, Indriya, everything, when they are being fallen also, Atmanaha Avinasitvam Prabraviti. Atma is never destroyed. Pashana Vruksha Trunadhanya Katambaradya Dagdha Bhavanti Mrudeva Yadha Tathaiva Dehendriya Sumana Adi Samasta Drusyam Jnananidagdhamupayati Paratma Bhavam. So all those things, once it is burnt properly, everything is becoming only mud, means it is mixing in the mud alone. In the same way, Tathaiva Dehendriyadi, all this Deha, Indriya, all this multitude of distinct things, everything having Jnanagni Dagdham, having burnt by the Jnanagni, they all attain the Paratma Bhavam only. Upayati. So as everything when burnt, it becomes the ash or the mud, or it becomes the nature of earth. In the same way, with the Jnanagni, everything whatever is burnt with the Jnanagni, it will become Atma only. Vilakshanam yadhadhvantam liyate bhanu tejasi tathaiva sakalam drusyam brahmani praviliyate. So as the ignorance, as the andhakara, as the darkness, vilakshanam, which is different, distinct from the light, bhanu tejasi, as the bhanu, as the sun rises, liyate, so it gets merged in the light. In the same way, sakalam drusyam, all this experienced world, brahmani, in the supreme brahman alone, previliyate. घटे नष्टे यथा व्योमः व्योमैव भवति स्फुटं तथैवोपाधिविलये ब्रह्मैव ब्रह्मवित् स्वयं. Several times we have seen he is just repeating this point again. Once the upadhi is gone, space will remain the space. It is never. Again with another example, he is concluding with the conclusion. In the conclusion, another kshiran kshire yadha kshiptam tailan taile jalan jale samyuktam ekatam yati tadhanyan tadhatmanyat Vinmunihi. So, O realized sage, he is addressing the disciple as Muni, O Muni, like mixing milk in the milk, oil in the oil, and water in the water. Samyuktam ekatam yati. So, in the same way, the Atma will get mixed in the Atma. Know that. You know that. Evam videha kaivalyam sanmatratvam akhanditam brahmabhavam prapadyaisha yatirnavartate punaha. So in this way which you have attained, you continue being there. You will never come back to na avartate, into this cycle of samsara. Sadatmaigatva vijnana dagdha vidyadhi varshmanaha mushya brahma bhutatvad brahmanah kuta udbhavaha. So for the Brahma, how there is a birth. So has everything is understood. Samyak sadatmakaita vijnana dagdha avidyadi varshmanaha, all the ignorance is burned down, so there is no way Brahma can come into the birth, etc. Maya klaptau bandhamokshau nasantah swatmani vastutaha yadharajjau nishkriyayam sarpabhasa vinirgamau. Once the sarpabhasa is gone, Maya klaptau sarpabhasa is gone, kriyasu nishkriyayam. So vastutaha, in reality the bandha and moksha are not there. आवृते सदसत्वाभ्याम व्यक्तव्ये बंधमोक्षणे नावृतिर्ब्रह्मण काचिद अन्याभावादनावृतं यद्यस्तद्वैतहानिः स्याद्वैतं नो सहते श्रुतिः. So he is just repeating the Shruti's conclusion about this matter of whether there is a bandha moksha. Bandha or moksha only projections, like everything else. The bondage and liberation also are projections. In reality they don't exist. In Brahma, neither there is bondage nor there is liberation. So Brahma is always Advayam. So if we accept the Brahma as bound and is liberated by the action, it cannot be possible. So that way Brahma has no bondage, no release. It is ever pure and unbound. बंधश्च मोक्षश्च मृषैव मूढ़ाः बुद्धेर्गुणं वस्तुनि कल्पयन्ति दृगावृतिं मेघकृतां यथा रवौ यतोऽद्यया संगचिदेकमक्षरम्. Again we are getting into the how cloud is covering the light source sun. Sun only is the cause of the cloud, but cloud temporarily covers for a small area on the earth, not being seen, not making the sun visible. अस्तीति प्रत्ययो यश्च नास्तीति वस्तुनि बुद्धिरेव गुणावेतौ न तु नित्यस्य वस्तुनः. So this is asti, this is there, and this is na asti, it is not there. This pratyayaha, whatever this jnana is coming, this only applies to the objects. It is never there in the reality of the, they are projected by the buddhi, these gunas. Nityasya, of the nitya vastu, of the atma, this asti nasti will not work further. Atastau mayaya klaptau bandhamokshau nachatmanihi nishkale nishkriye sante niravadye niranjane advitiye paretatve vyomavat kalpana kutaha. So in like space, in the space which is nishkalam, nirmalam, shantam, nishkriyam, it is not engaged in any action, anything. Atastau maya klaptau bandhamoksho, bondage and release are not possible in it. Na nirodho na chotpatya narbadho na cha sadhakaha na mumukshur navair muktaha ityesha paramarthata. In the supreme reality there is no nirodha, there is no control. Na chotpatti, there is no utpatti, there is no creation. Na baddho, there are no bonded people. Na cha sadhakaha, there are no seekers. Na mumukshuhu, there are no people who are trying to know. Mumukshu. Navai muktaha, there is nobody who is realized as well, or no, who is attained the liberation. Ityesha paramarthata. Paramarthata is like this only, always. Sakala nigama choda swanta siddhanta guhyam paramidamati guhyam darsitante mayadya अपगतकलिदोषः कामनिर्मुक्तबुद्धिः तदतुलमसकृत्वं भावयेदं मुमुक्षुः. Now he is addressing the Sishya, last sloka of teaching of the Guru. Adya, now, maya, by me, te, to you, sakala nigama choda swanta siddhanta guhyam, of all the nigamas, of all the concluding part of the Vedas, Nigamas, Vedantas, everything. Chudaswanta Siddhanta Guhyam, which is the crest jewel of that Siddhanta, final conclusion. Guhyam, which is a secret. How this is secret? So this has been written, everybody is singing, I am talking over the Facebook. How this can be a secret? It will not get into somebody's brain which is not pure enough. That's it. So it is Guhyam. Darsitante mayadyaha, has been shown to you. Apagata kalidoshaha, having removed the kalidoshas. Kamanirmukta buddhihi, removed the desire. Stad atulam, which is not, there is no equivalent to it. Masakrutyam bhavayedam mumukshuhu. Atulam idam, this tattva, bhavaya, continuously do the contemplation, bhavana in it. Get attached, get in it, be in it. With this, the teacher completes his teaching, completes the whole of whatever is to be told. Iti srutva gururvakyam. So the final topic now, the disciple is taking leave. He is taking leave from the guru and going away. So iti srutva gururvakyam prasrayena kruta natihi satena samanugnato yayau nirmukta bandhanaha. Having removed all the bondages, having got the anugnya, means having got the acceptance from the guru to move away. So guru upadesha has attained its result. So this discussion has started, Sishya has come to guru. So guru is not expecting Sishya to continue to stay there and do some more seva or whatever it is. Guru is not expecting anything from the Sishya. Sishya is not expecting anything to give it to guru. So he has taken the anugnya, guru has given the anugnya. Because guru's teaching is over, guru's teaching has fruitified, Sishya has realized his self. So there is no guru, there is no Sishya in this case. But Sishya continue to bow down to the guru. That is the important thing here. In the Advaita, never Advaita has to be applied to guru. Guru is always a guru, superior. Gururesha sadananda siddhau nirmagna manasaha pavayan vasudhan sarvan vichachara nirantaraha. Yesha guru, so that guru, sada, always, ananda siddhau, ananda sindhau, ananda samudra, it is a ocean of ananda, nirmagna manasaha, completely mind, nirmagna, so merged mind, nirantaraha, no distinction, sarvam vasudham pavayan, purifying the whole of this earth, sarvam vasudham vichachara, he keeps on roaming. So finally the Anubandha Chatushtayam. We are seeing the linkage between the whole thing now. Ityacharyasya sishyasya. In this way, acharyasya sishyasya samvadena atmalakshanam. Samvada, discussion which has happened regarding the atmalakshana, nirupitam, which has been proven, mumukshunam sukhabodhopapattaye. So this teaching is for the mumukshus. It has been done by a acharya, qualified guru, who has realized, to a qualified sishya who has prepared himself to get this knowledge. The discussion happened in the Samvade. It is a Samvada, Atmalakshanam. It is like a discussion, question and answer session. There are points which have been raised. Guru has given the answers. Sishya has understood it. He used that knowledge. So it has been proven that this study has worked on a disciple. Hitamidam upadesha madriyantam vihita niranta samasta chitta doshaha bhavasukha vimukhaha prasanta chittaha sruti rasika yatayo mumukshavo ye. So it is giving all the qualifications again. Vihita nirasta samasta chitta doshaha. Vihita karmacharana, by doing the proper actions, having removed the samasta chitta doshas, so all the thinking defects, all the thought process defects have been removed by doing the hita karmas, vihita karmas. This is important. First, everybody has to do the vihita karmas properly. Thereby chitta doshas will be removed. Bhavasukha vimukhaha, then having attained the vairagya, withdrawn from the bhavasukhas, withdrawn from the temporary pleasures of this world or the other worlds which are called swarga, heaven, etc. Prashanta chittaha, having attained the peace in the Prashanta. Shruti rasika, who enjoy in the Shrutis, in the Vedas, Vedantas, Mumukshuna, Mumukshavaha, those Mumukshus who are interested in liberation, Mumukshuna, Yahtayo, who are ready to um, act towards that realization. Upadesham Adriyantam. So this Upadesha will always be accepted and welcomed by such people. Samsaradhvani, finally we are doing Grantha Prasamsa. So we have to tell how great our this work is. So this is outside the Grantha. So the Grantha is complete with Mumukshavoye, 581 slokas have been done. So we are doing the Gandha Prasamsa. Samsaradhvani tapabhanukirana prodbhuta dahavyadha khinnanam jalakankshaya marubhuvi bhrantya paribhramyatam atyasanna sudambhudim sukakuram brahmadvayam darsayan tesha sankara bharati vijayate nirvana sandhayini. So this is Sankara Bharati. This work is Sankara Bharati, coming from Sankara's wisdom. Vijayate Nirvana Sandhayini, it gives the Nirvana Sukha, Nirvrutti, unending in Sandhayini, it will attach to Samsaradhvani Tapa Bhanu Kirana. People who have been scorched by the heat of the sunlight of samsara, Dhvanti of this samsara, Prodbhuta Dahavyatha, having thirsty with lot of thirst, Kinnanam, Jalakankshaya, who are roaming around the mirages to see the water, Brantya Paribhramitam, Atyasanna Sudambudhim Sukhakaram. So for them, this brings a not water, nectar, the ocean of nectar comes together. So you can imagine a person who is having a lot of thirst because of the scorching heat outside of this samsara. Darsayan, Brahmadvayan Darsayan, it will show the non-duality of the Brahman. That is what the Grantha Prasamsa. Iti Srimad Paramahamsa Vrivrajakacharyasya Sri Govinda Bhagavat Pujya Pada Sishyasya Srimad Shankara Bhagavatah Krutau Viveka Chudamani Srungagiri Jagatkuru Sri Chandrasekharendra Bharati Swamyanugrihita Vyakhya Sanathaha Samaptaha. By the grace of Guru, I was able to complete this reading of Sri Viveka Chudamani, taking the help of Sri Jagadguru Chandrasekharendra Bharati Swami's explanation, as well as Swami Chinmayananda's English translation. So this is something which gives abundant bliss to me, not for anybody else. This is only for me. I have been reading, but I am recording this on this medium. So maybe it will be useful for me. Again, I can go back and hear to it sometime. Sri Pullalar Sri Ramachandrudu finally tells some Kshama Vachaka. I will read that. Yatkrupalesa samsarga dhanuvadah kruto mayaha tasyaiva janaki jane padayo hrayamarpiyate kvaham mandamatihi kveyam advaita prakriyadbhuta kshamyastu vibhudas sarve jignasos chapalam mama. So the thing is, in this I would have done lot of mistakes. Padas would have been gone wrong. Aksharas, sa and na will look in the Telugu script very similar. So sometimes sa would have been read as na would have been read as sa. Completely opposite meaning it gives. So the Vibhudaha, there are so many great people who have done much greater study into this work. Those people, when they hear it, let them kshama, let them forgive me for all my mistakes. Sarva jignasoho, those people who have taken some inspiration from this, let them get the grace of Bhagavat Sankara and all the way Guru Parampara up to Lord Narayana, and get turned toward the Advaita Brahma and get that realization. With this, we'll close today's reading as well as completing this reading of Sri Viveka Chudamani. The next work which will be flowing very well is something called Jivan Mukti Viveka, which has been again in the Guru Parampara it has come. So people can take that and read after this as a follow-up work for this. Swasti.